Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. All right, so first off, we have 9 questions in the chat, but we don't have that same amount of likes. So if you're waiting for a yes, no to be answered, all I ask is that you like the live stream. So if you can make sure, if you haven't had a chance to do that yet, you do that. Welcome in, everyone. As a reminder, this is the last live stream that I'll have before I go on vacation. I will be gone for 2 weeks. So sorry, I just lost my voice. So, just like a little reminder, I guess there's nothing really to do with that. But if you want to get a donation or expect to want to get a reading from me in the next couple of weeks, tonight is your opportunity to do so. We do have a couple people on our donation list right now, some pre-orders. And that should take me probably, I don't know, it's probably about a 45 minute wait, I would guess, after the free list starts. Angela's welcome in. Margaret, thank you for liking. Yeah, if you guys can just make sure you're liking the live stream, that would be great. Lena, I have your question. Amy, that sounds good. You're going to donate and leave your questions with me. That's fine. Small, important errand. Okay, that's totally fine with me. All right, let's go ahead and get started on the free list. Please make sure you guys are liking. Thank you, Lily. I have 16 people that have asked a question, but only 12 likes. Again, it's all I ask is that you like the live stream. So please make sure you're doing that. I'm working through the free list now. All right, Sweet Rita. Sweet Rita, yes. 9 of Pentacles. RM. Good evening. Yes, Knight of Pentacles for RM. Morning. No, 5 of Wands. Morning, no. Margaret. Oh, you're going to be put through the ringer, Margaret, but I'm getting a yes. It might not be until the end of the day, or it might take a little longer than you expect. But I think you are going to get this approval. I see you've been through a lot with this, so I have the 9 of Wands for you. MMC. Yes, Knight of Wands. Antonio, thank you guys for liking the live stream. Antonio. Is Antonio missing me for mature? I'm getting a no, mature. I have the moon and the hermit. Content. I have a yes, Knight of Cups and the Empress content. Macaroni. Yes, Justice, Macaroni. No, 9 of Swords, Amy. 9 of Swords. Lena. Yes, 3 of Pentacles. Sisters. Yes, Judgment. Hood Mystic. Yes, High Priestess and Queen of Cups. James. No, the Hanged Man. Sienna. No, 5 of Wands. Lily. No, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. You might want to work a little harder on this, Lily, or like, I guess, get more strategic with it to change that outcome. The Official. Official, I think yes, but I don't think it's going to be as much of an effort as you are wanting it to be. I have the 7 of Wands and the Lovers. Please make sure if you have any and you're waiting on a yes no question that you like the live stream. Hey IJ, welcome in. Amy says I'm gonna leave my question on Insta. Okay. I got you down for a BOGO, so make sure you leave both with me, okay? You're welcome, Sienna. You're welcome, Lena. For those of you who are leaving, have a good night, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. All about me and how are you and the family doing? We're doing good. Speaking of my family, we're all going to the beach on Saturday. I'm taking a nice lengthy vacation, and I cannot wait. All right, Precious. Precious, no. 5 of Pentacles. Pisces, check. No, 8 of Cups. Yes, King of Pentacles. Pinky, no. 9 of Swords. Anna. Yes, 2 of Cups. Gabriella. I have a no. 5 of Wands, Gabriella. You're welcome, Precious. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome, Amy. I'll give you a rough number. You might have to find exactly where it starts, but I'll do my best, okay? And you're welcome. Have a good night, Amy. I hope everything's okay. IJ. Yes, 3 of Pentacles. All about Maine. I'm getting a no. 10 of Wands. Do you have a lot going on right now? You look busy, Maine, or stressed. You're welcome, Amy. Plutonic. Yes, Page of Cups. Sophie. You're welcome, IJ. No, 10 of Wands, Sophie. You are. You're welcome, Maine. Tanae. Tanae. Yes, 2 of Cups. You're welcome, Platonic. All right, the free list is closing in about 2 minutes. Make sure that you guys are posting if you have a yes, no question you'd like to ask. You're welcome, Sophie. Wins. I got your donation. Hi, nannies. Past, present, future. Wins. Did you want in love or general? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. It's been like a really weird day. I had this whole entire day planned to run errands, and my car battery is like dead, dead. So I've had some I've had a lot of weird issues today, or this week that seem like Mercury and retrograde issues, but that's over. So I don't really know what's going on. Our dryer broke earlier this week. We had to fix that, which I was panicking because I was like, I got a lot of clothes to do because I got to pack. And then my Cash App went down last night. I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? But yeah, it's been wild. But I've got you a past, present, future love. Our free list is now closed. I'm going to answer the last question now for nannies. And if you want to stick around, feel free. But since I have your question, you're more than welcome to leave and come back later if you want. I'm going to put you after Amy, okay? All right, does our Cancer only see me as his girlfriend? Does our Cancer only see me as his girlfriend? You're welcome, M. Nannies, yes. 2 of Cups. You're welcome, M. All right, free list closed. Working on donations now. IJ, you're first on the list. It looks like you donated for a channeled message. Is that right? You're welcome, nannies. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. No stress on that. You can donate up to 2 more times for your turn. So if you choose to do so, then that works. And if not, that works too. All right, we're working on a channeled message for IJ now. The chat is going to be quiet for a few minutes, but I'm here and I'm monitoring everything. So if you have a question, feel free to ask. IJ, I'm about halfway done with yours. Okay, so IJ, I know this sounds kind of funny when I say this, but I do pick up on music sometimes. And by the way, this was this was a very long message. Um, but first, before I get started, I want to let you know that I feel like she is listening to. I keep hearing bed chem, like bed chemistry by Sabrina Carpenter. Like I don't know why I was like getting that. She has like a lot of sacral energy in this reading. I think that she's just like feeling more, I don't know, more alive, maybe more. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, I don't know if you've heard that song or not, but that is the song that came through while I was channeling. Okay, so she says, for all of my life, my future has seemed so clear to me, but lately that doesn't seem to be the case. I feel like I'm walking into the unknown, but I'm excited because that means that there are a lot of possibilities. I'm ready to look at my options and not get too attached to the vision and just be a bit more free. I feel like there is a new beginning for me where I can reinvent myself and dig deep to discover more. I'm ready for whatever comes my way. I'm feeling more open to intimacy and feeling creative and inspired. Truthfully, I don't know why I was ever so structured before. I know I can't change that completely about myself, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to be more fluid, go with the flow, and be in flow. I am nurturing myself. Oh, I love that for her. All right, so it looks like you want to follow up with a BOGO as well. So if you want to post your question, go for it. Okay, first question. How is she feeling about these new journeys she's starting to embark on? Let's see. What's interesting is that this freedom that she's giving herself to not have so much of an attachment to like the outcome and like holding herself to be so like structured, as she said, it's actually making her more stable. I think because it's like helping with her mental health. It's helping, and like your physical health and is also affected, and your physiology is affected by your mental health too. So, if you're stressed out and your cortisol level is high, that's not good for you. And when she was doing these things, she was like putting herself into like survival mode. And what it's showing to me is that she's feeling more secure, more stable, more grounded, like through this journey that she's embarking on. It's like, whew, like I feel like she can take the weight off, because for the longest time she felt like she had something sitting on her chest, and she was just so, I've got to do this and I got to do that. And I don't feel that from her anymore. I mean, yes, it's still a part of her personality, but I feel like she's going, you know what? It's okay. If it's not exactly just so be it. I'm okay with that. And I think that it's actually opening her eyes to a very pleasant surprise that the second that she started letting go a little bit, the more grounded she became. And so I think that this is definitely catching her off guard, but it's a good thing. It's a good feeling. It's allowing her to be more dedicated to the things that she really feels have been put on the back burner. So there's things that are important to her that because of the way that she was functioning, which by the way was not sustainable, and I'm sure she figured that out the hard way. Um, she's had stuff that she's been wanting to do that felt like it wasn't a need or a necessity, more like a want. But she's saying, you know what? I want to do these things. And I don't want to wait until my life is perfect or it looks exactly the way that I want it to. I want to do these things now. And I want to enjoy myself now. Um, she's had a lot, like I'm getting that she's had a lot of energetic stagnancy in her life. This could be causing ailments like tension, like neck pain, shoulder pain, and it's basically stored trauma or hardships that she's been going through. That, by the way, if you see her start getting massages soon, that's what they're showing me. I don't think it would be like energetic like Reiki. I think it's actually like massage or like slow body movements if she's interested in I think you mentioned yoga before, but for some reason I'm picking up on like slow body movements like Pilates, yoga, and also massage. Massage is a very, very big one that I'm picking up heavy for her right now. But she can start to unlock some of that stagnant energy that's stuck in her body. She needs like a trigger release, is what I'm hearing. And again, this is just advice for her, but it's something that she probably will start participating in. I think that you'll be seeing more about this, where she might even do a recommendation for like a massage therapist or something like that. Or she's going to be like, oh my God, I had the best massage today, or whatever. She really needs to kind of release those areas in her body where things are stored. I'm picking up on shoulder, neck, like upper back area, but it could be like any part of the back. But she definitely has like stored muscle pain, tension, whatever. And it's just like, it's not going away. I feel like this is something that's just been building, and she probably has like a reoccurring pain from this. This is probably not something that is like new to her. Um, but I think because the reason why this is being brought up is because this new journey, she's starting to prioritize things that maybe took a back seat for like a good while. And so now she's going, no, I'm going to prioritize my health. This is important. So that's good. You also have the Leo energy here as well. We all know it's presenting as the sun. She's saying that she feels more excited to like for self-expression. She's embodying her own truth. You might even see like a switch up in her like appearance or her style as well, because maybe she's trying on different things and seeing what feels right, or tapping more into like what feels right for her in this time of her life. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. She's been learning to prioritize her health. Yeah. I'm just getting massage. I feel like that needs to be brought up. If you talk to her again and like somehow organically you can bring this up, you could just be like, yeah, I've heard like massage is really good for your body, especially it has so many health benefits, especially if that's what you're doing. I don't know if there's a way to bring it up, because I feel like I feel like she's been thinking about it, but it's almost like she needs a sign or something that she needs to go start doing it. You're welcome, mature. It's allowing her to feel more in tune with her own self, her own inner knowing, and her own intuition. And we also have house 5 here, which is the house of family and children. Not family like siblings, but family like the children that you have with your person. So I think that there's like passion, playfulness being opened up here, more direct attention on starting a family, things like that. And I think that's making her excited. She does seem to take into consideration things I say. Perfect. There you go. James is a massage therapist. Hey, Precious. All free list options are closed for the night. If you would like to donate, feel free. Donations are open. Where does she see me fitting into the life that she is building? I love how everyone's referring in here all the time. Awesome. Well, I don't know a more fitting card. I don't know a more fitting reading that I could do for you, IJ. So, first of all, she's saying that she feels it in her gut that you are her destiny, that you are something she's destined to have or something she's destined to experience. You have the North Node card. And as we all know, or most of us know in astrology, your North Node is basically what you're trying to work towards, the energy that you're trying to embody, the type of person you're trying to be on like a philosophical level, the life that you are supposed to have, that you are destined to have in this lifetime. That is your North Node. And so when she's saying, when you say, where does she see me fitting into the life that she's building? She feels that you are her destiny, that she is destined to have a relationship with you in that life. So I think that's incredibly profound. The very next card was House 7. So, like, out of this whole entire deck, those two cards are ultimate because House 7 talks about profound relationships, intimate relationships, romantic partnerships. House 7 is essentially like tells you all about what your partner is going to be like. You might have specifics depending on what placements are in that house. And then, like what is the house ruler, and then what planet is ruled by that house, and where is that planet located in the chart. So everybody that ever wants to know anything about their future life partner, they look to House 7, and you have House 7 here. So I feel like she's looking at you as her future life partner, her profound relationship, her intimacy, and something that she is destined to have. She also is showing up as House 1. And we also have the Libra card. So Libra is talking about that, you know, you are being considered, that you are someone that will be considered as a partner for her, that this will be I guess from her perspective, and hopefully yours too, a harmonious relationship, one that is fair, one that is just, one that is equal and balanced. But also, she thinks that you guys can be very harmonious together, but also have a very healthy relationship where you can still grow individually within the relationship. So that is amazing. This is the reading. Let me know if you have any questions. I think she's, like you said earlier, that she seems to take into consideration things that you say. Absolutely agree with that. I feel like she's incredibly receptive, and this is a very receptive time for her, especially because of the channeling that you got. Because she's in a place where she's considering and accepting like new ideas, new ways of being, new like future. She's basically, she's got the clay, but I feel like she's still kind of molding it and trying to see what works. Aw, I don't remember that, but that's awesome. All right, James. So if that fulfills your readings and you don't have any follow-ups, then I'm going to move on to James. All right, James. Okay, working on this now for you. Hey Pisces, welcome in. How are you, friend? James, working on your channel message. IJ, I'm not sure if you're still in here. I think you might be, but I wanted to say thank you again for tonight. And I hope you enjoyed your readings with me. Please, if you have any questions or need anything clarified, you let me know. I am going on vacation, girl. Thank you, Pisces. I am. We're going to the beach. You're welcome, IJ. James, we're about halfway done on yours. Thank you, Pisces. Let me update the donation list really quickly. If anybody wants to leave their question with me, you are more than welcome to do that. You can also donate to skip the line if you would like. It's $5 to do so. I'm working on James right now, and pay to skips cannot skip the person I'm currently working on, but you can go above everyone else, or you can leave your question with me, or you can stick around. And that's for everybody that's waiting on the donation list. I have Emlyn's question. I have Amy's questions. And I'm working on James. Fiza, totally cool for you to check with me. We're not doing 25 likes. We did the giveaway on Sunday, but I'm not going to be here. I usually try to do them on Sundays. That's what I've been doing lately, but since I'm not going to be here the next couple of weeks, we're not going to do it. I've only been on just for a couple of days. I worked on Monday and Tuesday, which are usually my days off, so we're not doing a giveaway. We did one on Sunday, and then the free list is closed as well. All right, James. So I sent you yours. Thank you, Fiza. I sent you yours. So she says, I want to uncover the parts of myself that I have been avoiding and scared of. I think that I can be a toxic person at times, and this has suddenly started to come into my awareness. Like my conscience can feel it stronger or something. I want to have a more clear head and be more focused. I thought I was not doing anything wrong by being selfish, but I was just trying to find ways to excuse my actions. I thought selfishness was setting boundaries, but instead it was coming across inconsiderate. I need to find a way to still center myself and my needs while doing it in a healthy and mindful way. I'm learning from past mistakes. Please know this will take some time. I'd like to think I get better each day, but I don't know if you would agree. All right, James. So she's coming through still in an independent energy. I wouldn't say she's going to let you get very close to her right now. She's coming through as the Queen of Swords, but this is reading as like not so much guarded, but trying to be more perceptive is what it feels like. Queen of Swords is a perceptive queen, one who observes, one who notices, one can communicate and talk a lot, and also sit back and watch. And just being very protective. So I feel like she's being very protective of herself. And I think she's trying, especially with the channeled message that's coming through, I think she's trying to find ways where she can say, I need to take time for me. I need to make sure that I center myself. Sorry, my voice is being weird. Where I can center myself and I can make myself feel like I'm giving myself the respect that I need, giving myself the space and putting myself first and making sure my boundaries stay maintained and I'm not doing anything that doesn't feel right to me. However, I think that she's wanting to do it in a way that comes across more as like self preservation and self protection versus just being downright selfish, if that makes sense. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is being very thoughtful right now, and so I don't think she's holding her sword and saying, if you come near me, I'm going to cut your head off. I think she's saying, you can come close, but you're not going to get very close to me right now. And I think that's the energy, is that she's like going to allow, or be open, I should say, not allow, it's weird, but be open to communication with you. But you're still going to feel that bubble that she keeps around herself right now. She's thinking about her next steps. I think that essentially she wants to just feel at peace with herself. I think that there could be something kind of stirring within her where she's kind of sick of herself, to be honest. She feels kind of like, I don't like the person I've been, or something like that. I don't know. I thought a song was coming to mind, but I feel like she's like, I don't like the person that I've been, but I don't really know how to fix that, but I'm going to try. And I think that the main thing is she wants to be proud of herself. She wants to be happy at the end of the day. She wants to feel like she has a happy outcome. Because in a weird way, I think her guilt stems from her opinion of herself, right? I know that we talked before where it's like she puts herself first, she doesn't consider you, and maybe she does this to other people potentially. And it seems very like narcissistic, one sided kind of thing. But I think lately she's like, I don't want to be like that anymore. Um, Hold on. There was a train of thought and it totally left me. Hold. Okay, I know what I was gonna say. So I was saying though, but for some reason, even though that she was putting herself first, she was feeling guilty. And we were like, well, how is she feeling guilty? Because if she doesn't really care and she's just doing what she wants to do, then she probably doesn't feel guilty. But I'm realizing now through this reading that she feels guilty because she's not proud of herself, because she's not proud of her actions. And again, this is still a more self centered mindset. It's not guilt out of like doing wrong, it's guilt out of, I don't want to be a shitty person. And so these are the things that she's thinking about and feeling. I think that she's trying to learn, trying to grow. We do have the Three of Pentacles. She may even be coming to you, James, for some feedback. In all honesty, I feel like this is like a personal development arc right now in her life where she might want hard truths from people. And it might be hard to hear, but so yeah, she might come to you to basically ask for, tell me a hard truth about myself. What's something that I should know that I don't realize, or what's something that I need to hear? Because I think that there are aspects of herself she's not liking, she's disappointed by. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, she's just like, I don't want to be a shitty person. Um, so yeah, those are the intentions. Let's see. Are there any influences or blocks? Not really, but I am getting the sense that James, she is going to be a little bit defensive. So if she comes to you and is like, hey, I'm really trying to work on myself, I'm really trying to see something, can like you tell me what's an area of my life you think I should work on or whatever, tread very carefully. This is not an open invitation for you to be like completely like unfiltered. She is still going to come across defensive. So I would say something pretty neutral, but could be perceived as bad. See how she reacts to that. And if she's fine, then you can go maybe a little bit deeper. But I wouldn't just jump off the deep end right at the beginning if she comes to you or is needing some kind of like, even if it's an open invitation from her and it's solicited, is that the word, solicited? I still don't think go full in until you read like how she is receiving this information from you. But she may be going to other people too, not just you. Let's see. Overall energy, Knight of Wands. She's curious. She is energetic. Um, I think that you can feel a little bit of movement in this connection for the upcoming days, weeks, probably. Like meaning more being in touch more often than the recent past. I think she's going to be a little more social. You might see her going out more, doing more things. She's going to try to be a little less reckless if she can be. Um, and try to like follow through a little bit more with what she says she's going to do. Because I don't think she's really good at keeping her word either. And I think that's something she wants to work on. How will me going through hypnotherapy affect our relationship together? Okay, so James, I asked a few questions because I just wanted to get as specific as I possibly could. I'm not getting that hypnotherapy is overall affecting the outcome of your relationship, but currently it is beneficial, mainly because it's giving you a channel, like a proper place to put that energy. Um, and like take some focus off. It may serve as like a distraction and even like make you feel more confident because you're achieving something else that you set your mind to. And in turn, that confidence is going to bode well for your relationship because of how you are going to value yourself. And then that means that she will need to value as well, or value you as well in return, because we only accept what we think we deserve. And so if your confidence is being boosted, it means that what you feel you deserve is higher. Therefore, she needs to meet you where you're at. And you won't accept anything less than that. I also think that like diverting your attention to something different, even though you may still feel like she's still on your mind, I think that it's going to be good because it's taking a little bit of the, not the pressure, I don't want to say that, a little bit of the time away from her. I feel like she gets very overwhelmed when she feels like too much attention is being placed on her if she has nowhere to put it or nothing to do. And so when she sees that you have your own thing going, and you might have already told her about hypnotherapy, and if not, maybe she's wondering what's going on, but I feel like it's allowing for you to kind of redirect your attention, and it's giving her a little bit more breathing room. And I want to say that confidence is very attractive. I want to say grace and class is very attractive. It's making it so that the energy that's coming across is not as I want to say desperate, but I don't feel like that's appropriate per se. But I think that you get what I mean. Like when you're coming across, when someone is your whole world, even if it's in a relationship that you want to be in, when someone doesn't have their own interest and they're just like clingy, maybe that's the word, it is not easy. Um, and I think you might even feel the same way if Patty started doing that, because you'd be like, you got to do your own thing. I can't be your whole entire world. So I think that this is allowing for that healthy individuality to emerge in your connection. It's giving you more confidence. It's allowing a little bit of space between you guys while you're working on this towards yourself. It's putting you in a better path moving forward, because I feel like, as I have mentioned a couple of times in the previous readings, that the version of you that exists is not compatible with the version that currently existed of Patty. And so you're making the necessary steps, or taking the necessary steps, to change that version of yourself and add to your value through these different modalities. And it doesn't just have to be in career, it can be in other areas too. But I think this is a great step to feeling more confident and allowing for your relationship to feel more in flow, I guess you could say. But as far as like an ultimate outcome, I don't know if this is affecting it like overall, but I will say that in the meantime, it is really helping your connection. Oh, and another thing, James, to finish out your last reading and kind of going into this reading now, I do want you to know that there is a note here, like a side note from Spirit, that the more that you do for yourself, in terms of like working on yourself, like doing things that make you feel of value and feeling more confident, etc., it is going to allow Patty to start seeing you in a different light. And that is going to affect your connection together positively. And also, because I'm picking up on this specifically during your second message, it's making me feel like that is a part of your future, that Patty is starting to look at you differently and starting to feel differently about you. But that is because you are changing and it's becoming more appealing to her for whatever reason. So I think keep on this path that you're on. I would just keep focusing the attention on yourself, keep working on yourself. Not making yourself as accessible or available to her is going to be very important. And I think, yeah, so I think Spirit wants you to know that there's like this in the future, there's like she's seeing you differently, or she's seeing you in a different light. And they wanted you to know that. They are saying that the Ace of Wands is here. So there will be a time in the future where maybe she won't be so hesitant, or you won't feel like you've missed or wasted an opportunity together, meaning that she might see at that point what's right in front of her, what's been in front of her all along, but not technically all along, because I guess you would be a different version of yourself, but you get what I'm trying to say. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. As I always tell you, this has to do with divine timing as well. You guys can do as much as you can right now, but until you're where you're supposed to be and where she's supposed to be. Spirit won't bless this union immediately. Let's see. They want you to know that boundaries are important when it comes to your future together. Don't be afraid to say what you need to say for fear of running her off. I mean, at this point, even though you're not in a relationship with each other, she still communicates with you. So you haven't scared her yet. So just make sure that you both are standing up for yourself and maybe pick your battles. But when something is really important to you, or it's making you feel bad or making you feel confused, that you feel what is the word? I keep thinking obligation, but it's not obligation. I guess I'll just say you feel that it's your place to be direct with her and say what's on your mind without fear of repercussion. You deserve it. You deserve to feel that you can do that. They are showing me Page of Swords and Five of Cups in the immediate future, which talks about delayed news, patience needed, and things not working out exactly the way that you're wanting it to. So this is just going to require even more waiting. Sorry about that. SB, hey girl, thank you for the donation. I got you for a BOGO. I see it now. Oh, guys, I was able to fix Cash App too. Can you believe it? That was crazy last night. I had to verify myself and I had to set up my account as a business account. And then they finally allowed payments to go through. It was crazy. So yeah, that's what I've got for you, James. All right, we are going to move on to Amy. Amy, I'm not sure if you came back or not. So if you're here, let me know. And if not, we'll get started here in just a second. We're also going to update the donation list so everyone knows where they are. All right, next up is Amy, then we have M Wins, then we have Pisces and SB after that. This is for Amy. Amy, I don't know if I'm allowed to say your questions out loud or not, so I'm not going to, but just know I'm shuffling for your BOGO question 1 right now. Okay, I just saw the word shaboodle, Amy, and I have no idea what that means, but we are looking into it now. I'm pulling cards. Let's see. I thought I saw the devil in my third eye. But it did not come out of the deck. M wins. I have you down for a channeled message. I got you, girl. All right, so Amy, there might be some type of like lukewarm attachment to you from this person that you're asking about the shaboodle thing. So when I say lukewarm attachment, I mean like I don't think it's anything crazy. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but the devil here can talk about like sexuality, can talk about like attraction or obsession. It can and it's like basically anything that's good, but think of like the darker version of it. So liking someone turns to obsession, or sexuality turns to like um toxicity, right? Attraction turns into, I don't know, I can't think right now, but you get what I'm saying. So when I say lukewarm the devil or lukewarm attachment, I just mean that like if we're not being vocal to one another, if we're not communicating with each other, if we're not expressing ourselves in a healthy way, it could turn into something more devilish. So yeah, I think that transparency is going to be really important, Amy. I think being very clear with this person is going to be important. Like we want no questions. We want intentions to be very clear between the two of you. I hope this is making sense because I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that's what Spirit is telling me to tell you. I do feel like this person wants to be a trusted friend for you, wants to be someone that you can rely on, wants to be like that person for you. So I think that there are feelings here. And I think that it's kind of like simping, if that makes sense. Like I almost feel like if you'll let me, then I will kind of thing. That's what it feels like. There are some feelings of holding back, and I'm not sure if that's you or him, but there's definitely like things going on and things that we're feeling underneath the surface that we're not communicating. I feel because you're coming through as the Empress that this person looks at you as like the ultimate ideal woman, or you might be this person's type. That's how that's coming through. We also have the Lovers cards. This can talk about physical intimacy and attraction. It could talk about a hookup or something like that, even just making out, or it can talk about like the desire for a sensual relationship with one another. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which indicates that one person is feeling like that and the other person is maybe looking for more like a one-time thing, or I don't know, maybe you don't really want something with this person, but like you're having fun and this person is taking things more seriously than you. It seems like you guys are on a different page right now. All right, let's go ahead and shuffle for your second question. All right, BOGO 2. All right, so first up, I want to talk about the Page of Cups. We mentioned this before when we talked about physical appearance in another reading. So this talks about like the curves on your body, the curves that you've got going on. I would say this person likes the things about you physically that most other people do. Um, like I don't know, because like you ask this question a lot, and I think there's certain things that stand out to different individuals, but I think that if there's like universal things that people find attractive, they are going to find this attractive about you specifically. So we have like curves. I was specifically hearing lips when I was shuffling for you, so maybe it's like the shape of your lips or the fullness of them or something like that. Maybe like wanting to really kiss you, paying a lot of attention to your mouth, maybe thinking about what you can do with that mouth. So that's like some things I'm getting. There's definitely like a fun, flirty, playful energy, but also like it is, like there is sexual tension here as well. Let's see. I don't know if this is a red flag or not, but you look young, and this person likes that. This person likes a youthful look. So let's hope that it's not anything insane when I say that. But I think this person really enjoys that. Maybe we can think of it positively, where we can say looking young for your age means that you probably always look young, and sometimes people can be kind of vain and they worry about what someone's going to look like as they age. So if you look young right now, then you probably will look young for a very long time. Let's see. It's not your physical appearance, but it's your aura. So you give off like this very confident, playful, youthful kind of aura, I guess you could say. So it's not really physical, but in a sense it is, because it's the energy that you give off when you are communicating about yourself. He seems to like when you're really passionate about something, you get really like excited about it, something that you're talking about. He likes the way that you communicate. I'm seeing a lot of hand movements. I don't know if you've communicated like FaceTime or like something along those lines, but I'm seeing a lot of hand gestures. So maybe this person's envisioning how you're coming across when you speak to them, but just really liking like the way that you communicate and wondering maybe how that translates to your physical appearance when you're in communication with someone. Are you like super hyper? Are you excited? Are you, I don't know. If you've talked on the phone, maybe he really likes your voice. There's something to do here with communication. What does he like about her physically? Um, I would say that either he's seen it and liked it, or thinks that it would be attractive if you were to accessorize your hair. So wear like bows and clips. So if he's seen pictures of you like that with like a headband or braids, beads, I don't know, something like that, like hair pieces, if you just like adorn your head and you have like accessories on your hair, maybe that's specifically pointing out to certain videos or pictures that he's seen that he has liked. But there's something here about that. And also, if I think the color red just suits you really well, so maybe the color of your hair as well. Let's see. I would say also there's something about your look that he would qualify as his quote unquote type. So we're just going to go with it. Your ethnicity might, the way that you look, just he might go for people that have a similar look to you. So he might say, "Oh, she's my type. She's definitely someone that I would go for," because there's qualities about you that looks like someone that he's like immediately intrinsically attracted to. Not to say that you look like everybody else, but I think you're unique. But I think that he would say that's my type. So there's definitely a vibe you give off that feels like to him that you're an ideal person for him. And yeah, that is what I've got. All right, Amy, so that is for you. Hopefully you enjoyed your readings with me. We are going to update this list again. Next up, I have M Wins. M, if you're still in here, feel free to say hi. Hey, hey. All right, so I have a question for you. Do you want to do your past, present, future first, or would you like to do your channel message first? Past, present, future first. Got it. All right, so you said past, present, future in love. Past, present, future in love. Okay. All right, so I've got in the past that you have the Knight of Cups. So this is indicating to me that you have given your heart to someone in the past. You are not afraid of romantic expression. You're the type of person who might wear their heart on their sleeve. But no matter what you've been through, you remain hopeful, or you try to remain hopeful. You might be like a romantic at heart as well. You might really like feeling like you have your person, knowing that you have your person. You like feeling that love reciprocated. So I'm getting that you might be a little bit fragile from this past because you gave your heart to someone and it's the past, so clearly it didn't work out. I feel like you're guided to still try to follow your heart. I don't think you let this jade you. I don't think you let it jade you, but I do think that it's been kind of like a process, like a journey back to yourself, basically. We have the Two of Pentacles here, and so some days are good, some days are bad, but there's still obviously residual effects that were left over from this person. It could even be multiple relationships as well, but I don't think that you have anything to worry about in terms of love. All of your cards are positive, even in the past is positive. So maybe you're like a glass half full type of person. You're just trying to keep the hope alive. What's the present day, please? Present day. Present day, I think you're just being very choosy on where you are putting your intention into. where you're investing your time. You might have, because of these experiences, become a little bit more picky. The Ace of Pentacles here is talking about wanting to invest in the right thing, the most appropriate thing. And it's clarified by the King of Cups and the Three of Swords, which indicates that because of this heartbreak or painful separation, you feel like you've had to kind of protect yourself, but also be a little bit more aware of like the flags and of maybe what you went through and what you survived and maybe what you don't want to experience again. So again, making you a little bit more selective about who you choose. I don't see right now any kind of love prospects in the present day. I have the Ace of Pentacles. So for me, I still think this is a healing journey from this person. The person of the past, whoever this is, like, you might have had like multiple relationships, but this Knight of Cups here and this King of Cups is making me think that there's still residual stuff that you're dealing with for one person in particular. The Ace of Pentacles also talks that you might be putting your time into other things that are not love related, like your work, your job, your day-to-day life, your other responsibilities. Maybe love is not like the one thing you're looking for as much right now. I still think it's there. I still think it's a want. I still think it's a need for you, but I don't think that it's something that you're currently experiencing. I think that you have other things to worry about or do. So what I would assume from this is that you are single, because it doesn't seem like you're putting a lot of time into someone else right now. And then in your future, we have the Six of Wands, which is success, victory, triumph, winning. So like I said, these are all very, very positive cards. Even your past, present, and future, all three are really good cards. So it doesn't mean that you haven't had a hard time in love. Doesn't mean it's been easy for you. I'm not saying that, but I am saying is that the way you handle yourself, the way you conduct yourself through these trials and tribulations when they do arise is allowing for a more positive reading. The Six of Wands to me indicates that you will find that success, that your love life will be a success, that it's something that you're destined to have and be rewarded with. And I also feel like this person that's coming in for you in the future is the person that everyone will associate you with. So you will have been with this person for so long that anybody in your life forgets about any of the previous relationships that you've had before that, because this person is your person and they can't remember what it was like for you to be with anyone else. So this is talking about public recognition. This is saying that like your friends, your family member, your acquaintance, like you'll have been with this person for so long that everyone associates you as like a couple and together. And they don't really pay much mind to like all the stuff that you have been through before. So this does feel like a life partner for you. Yeah, isn't that sweet? Okay, so let's work on your channeling here. Let me read what you said. Okay, I got your channel prompt. So I'm going to work on your channeling now. Just bear with me. It's going to take a few minutes. I always tell people it can take anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes for me to channel. If it's not a strong connection at first, sometimes it does pick up, but it will take me a little bit longer. So my recommendation is grab a drink, run to the restroom. If anybody has any questions for me, drop it below in the chat. I'm still here monitoring everything. I'm just going to be not talking as much because I'll be working on a channeled message. Let me know. I think I've done a channeled message for you before. I cannot remember, but if we did I ever send you a copy? And or do you want a copy of this one? I have through your email. Okay, let me pull Let me pull your email up. Can you tell me what letter your email starts with so I can make sure I still have it? You love a copy. Okay, perfect. Are your initials E-N? Like E like M, and then N like Nancy? Is that your initial? At gmail.com? Okay, got you. All right, yeah, I still have you in here. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. All right, let me channel now.
Hey Pisces. No, not yet. You are next, I think. Yeah, Pisces, you're next. So Pisces, if you want to post your question, you can. I have you down for an in-depth reading. Do you want to go ahead and post your question? Do you want me to read this out loud or just email it to you? Alrighty. If you ever get a channeling from me again in the future and I don't ask you, just always remind me that you prefer. Eventually I'll remember, but sometimes I'll forget. So if you think about it and you get a reading again like this, just remind me that you just want it emailed. Oh, just happened.
Okay, so my handwriting is not the best tonight. So if there's anything that you cannot make out, please let me know. You're welcome. Have a good night, Em. All right, Pisces, I got your question. Give me 1 second. Em, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for the well wishes. I hope I enjoy my vacation too. Have a good night, Em. Y'all, I think I got bit on the ear by a mosquito today. Rude. I know. So messed up. My car battery died today, so we were out there trying to get it started and figure out what was going on. Most likely, I just need to get a new battery, but our mosquitoes are really bad around here. All right, Pisces, I'm trying to set up for your reading after that. So give me a second to shuffle these cards back in. After Pisces, we have SB. Donations are still open if anyone is interested. If no one donates after SB, then I will be signing off for the night. Oh, Pisces. Okay, that sounds good. If you can't respond, yeah, vacation mode. If you can't respond to me right away, Pisces, that is okay with me. You can always come back later if you're at work. Okay. Work has been interesting. Wondering if Wanda will be able to calm things and back up in the meeting on Monday. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Pisces, you are going to be supported by Wanda if that's what you're asking. If you want to know if this person's going to be able to neutralize the situation and back you, I am getting that you are going to be supported. I have the Three of Cups, which talks about like celebrations or feeling like redemption or feeling like you had a win, something along those lines. So I do think that you're going to get that support you're looking for. I do see that the Three of Swords here is making me feel like maybe things weren't great. You said pretty heated meeting on Monday. Sounds like it. I have that acknowledgement here that there were a lot of frustrations, potentially hurt feelings, or just overall hardship. But the card that came out with it is the Judgment card, meaning that there will be like absolution, resolution, solutions basically here, where you guys will be able to speak your grievances or have that opportunity at some point in the near future to be able to speak what has been bothering you and like where you guys can get that focus put on you or that attention put on you where it's needed. Judgment also talks about forgiveness. It talks about finding a like common ground, a compromise even, and like just basically giving you the floor, allowing you to have that opportunity. Now, I don't know if it's everything is going to happen at the meeting. There might be some like additional like meetings or conferences or like conversations. But I do think that we're working in the right direction. I do have the Page of Cups, which talks about believing in the impossible. So even though things might be hard for you right now, I think that things are still looking up. We also have the Knight of Cups, which means that you will have the floor to be able to express yourself, whether that's you or that's Wanda speaking on your behalf or someone else who is in the situation with you. Whatever it is, it feels like you will get some type of expression or be able to get some things off of your chest or speak your grievances, essentially. I'm sorry that wait, you said work just has different stuff coming up? At first, I read that as work has just sucked lately. Yeah, I'm sorry that you're having issues here. The Seven of Wands is here indicating that you might get a little bit of a fight, but overall you will overcome, and overall this will work out in your favor. So just know that they're probably going to come to the meeting or these conversations, they're going to approach it with a defense already, but I still think that they're willing to hear you out. I do think that something's going to shift where you're going to feel like, okay, finally, like it might not be perfect. It might not be exactly what I wanted or exactly how I wanted things to go, but I do feel like we made some progress or we made some headway here. Definitely seeing compromise come through with the Three of Pentacles where everyone's working together to try to come up with a resolve here. Partnerships are created. So I definitely think this is like a mediation / compromising situation. You will get your justice. I have the justice card. You will get your justice at work is what they're showing me. It's justice and the Eight of Pentacles. So meaning that you will get what's coming to you. You will get what's fair. The situation will be justified for you and work out fairly. So maybe this is just a hiccup right now. They might even be talking about you at this time, or like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, because maybe it's 12 where you are. So maybe they're not talking about you right in this exact moment, but maybe you have been a recent topic of conversation, or the people that are involved have been a recent topic of communication. But yeah, that's what I've got for you, Pisces. Let me know if you have any questions about that. You're welcome, SB. I hope you have a great, or Pisces, I hope you have a great night. SB, are you here? Good night, Pisces. All right, last on my list is SB. Donations are still open. Hey, SB. I've got you for a BOGO. You can post your questions whenever you're ready. We're going to keep donations open for one last stretch of time. This is a last call because I've got no one else on my list. If no one else donates, then I will be signing off for the night and getting my vacation started. Girl, you don't have to apologize. Look, if I have access to you, I do not care if you hang around. I don't mind at all. I will find you. So as long as I have a way to message you on PayPal or Instagram, you do not have to worry at all. Would I like the watch time? Of course, but I understand everyone has a life and they can't sit here and listen to me do readings for hours for other people. So you don't have to worry about that. Curious to know what is it, Yvonne or is it Ivan? Either way, I might be pronouncing it wrong. I might even have pronounced that wrong, like both ways that I said it. All right, what is this person's intentions with adding you and snooping on you? All right, what are this person's intentions? Hey, Jack Mac, I'm doing well, friend. How are you tonight? Good. We're shuffling for you now, SB. We are not doing free questions right now, Jack Mac. All my free list options are closed for the night. We're just doing donations. Hey, Pisces, you want to donate again? What are his intentions? What are his intentions? Sorry. Yeah, it was 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm not sure what time zone you're in. Sorry you missed it. What are his intentions? What are his intentions? Okay, so SB, they are saying that he might take action towards you, but he has not officially decided. He is here to lurk. He is here to lurk. So I have a very reserved energy spying on you. Like he's holding back. He's staying like reserved. I think that he wants to see everything you're posting, whether it's like a note on your little icon on Instagram or a story. He wants to see who's commenting on your stories. He wants to see what posts you're making, like what music you're playing. Like, I mean, he's interested in everything that you're doing over on your page because I have the 7 of Cups here. So I think he's kind of like hanging back. I mean, a lot of these cards talk about inaction, meaning that he's just staying more on the conservative side, more watchful. Again, he's here to lurk. So that's what it feels like. So then I was like, okay, well, is he going to take action towards you? And I got a maybe. So I don't think that he's made up his mind yet. And I have the moon here. So we have the moon, which is keeping you in the dark. We have the 4 of Swords, which means not socializing. We have the 7 of Cups, which means daydreaming and thinking about you, but it's all mental. And then we have Four of Pentacles, which talks about keeping your feelings and thoughts close to you and not revealing them. This also might be secret admirer too. Like I'm kind of getting like maybe he has a little bit of a crush on you, but isn't really sure what to do about it right now. Oh my gosh, and we have Seven of Swords, sneaky energy. Okay, so if you think that there's a possibility that he might be snooping on you or lurking on your page for someone else, like if he's friends with someone else who you think might also be interested in you, he might be doing that too, which is interesting. But I feel like he's trying to be very, very sneaky. I think that he has a crush on you, hidden feelings for you, secret admirer kind of stuff. I think that he's undecided if he's going to take action, but it's possible that he will. The Seven of Swords talks about sneaky energy, which means he does not want you to know how much he's on your page. Like he wants to see it all, but he has no idea, like, or he doesn't want you to know. He wants to see it, but he doesn't want you to know. Now, if he's on your story or something like that, that is a giveaway. That is something that you'll be able to see, but he wants you to assume it's just your stories. He doesn't want you to think that he's constantly checking on your page. So there's that. SB, if you have any questions, let me know. Boo. SB, if you're in here, will you please post your second question? I'm doing pretty good financially. Would like to move to California. When I tell people that I want to move, they say it's too expensive. I work a lot, want to live. That has a beautiful view. Okay, Pisces. Wondering what the cards say about moving. Perfect. Thank you. I'll get to you in just a second. Let me check on her real quick. Oh, you're fine, Pisces. Don't worry about that. That's okay. Hey, SB, what's your second question? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's like hard sometimes though, like trying to always think positive and like sometimes it's okay to just say you had a bad day or it wasn't the best. But you know, like you said, it'll get better. I'm sorry to hear you were crying. So, first off, I want you to know being a mom is your purpose, okay? So, you are competent enough, intelligent enough, nurturing enough. You are everything. You are the exact perfect recipe for your child to be the mom that you are. This is a part of your life purpose. So, when you're thinking to yourself, it was a really hard day. It was tough for me as a mom. Nobody would have handled that better than you did for your situation. So, your life purpose is to be a mom. The hardships are going to come with it. I want you to know that because you have the passion and purpose card that this is what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't mean that it's your only purpose in life, but it does mean that it is a calling, it is a purpose, and no one's going to handle it better than you. So maybe you need to hear that. Maybe you need to hear that you are supported and that, you know, it is okay to admit, you know what I mean? It's okay to admit that it's a hard day. And you don't have to be like feeling like you have to make excuses for that. Like, no, just say what it is. It was a hard day. But when you say it was a hard day, what are you saying? You're saying it was in the past, meaning it's not currently. And that is okay. You said my kid is having a rough time transitioning in school. I'm doing my best as a parent. He saw me lose it a couple of times. Here's the thing is that all you have to do is care about how you're acting as a parent, care to be conscientious, care to apologize. If you're worried about how you're doing as a mom, that just means you're being a good mom, because there are parents out there that do not think about or care about if they're doing a good job or not. I had one myself. There was no guilt that this person felt, and I don't think there's guilt that this person feels at all now. Didn't doubt their love for me, but I don't really think that they thought too much about, like, if they were doing a good job or if they set the right example. I don't think they really gave a shit. So I think they just did what they felt was right in the moment. And because you're questioning yourself, it is showing that you are a good person, that you are a good parent, and that you are a good mom. You know what I mean? And the thing is, for USB, you have to be both. And that's got to be really hard. You're, having to do the majority of this alone. And I know that you have a support group, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. You know what I mean? No one's gonna like fully step in and like try to help the situation. They might try to alleviate, they might help you for a couple of hours or a couple of like days if you're going away, but at the end of the day, it's you and it's on your shoulders, and it's very hard to not feel like you have that support system that you need and that you should have in that other parent. So, you know, you you are meaningful, you are important to your child, you are everything that they need. You're all the right ingredients, you got all the right stuff, and you make a difference. If you weren't around for your child, their whole world would fall apart. So just remember, like, you might have had a hard day. Your kid might have had a hard day, but you are doing such a good job. You really are. And I can just tell by reading and tapping into your energy that you care so much, you know? I think it's why I want to have a social life or do things with other people. Sometimes I get so overwhelmed. It makes sense. You have to have time for yourself. Like, everybody has to have time for themselves. It's like, I'm a mom and I'm also XYZ. Like, you can't make that. And that is why I bet you that is why Spirit had me say at the beginning of this reading that you are a great mom and it is a purpose of yours in this life. But I remember when I said, but it is not your only purpose. You can have multiple life purposes, and maybe Spirit wants you to know that that is okay. Give yourself permission. I think mom guilt is like really strong. Single dads might go through this, but I don't know any dad who has a partner that experiences this unless they're gone for long periods of time. Like, if you're a dad and you like have like long work hours, so you don't see them throughout the day. You only spend time with your kids on the weekends. You're leaving before they wake up and you're coming home after they're asleep. Or you have a job where you have to travel a lot and can't really be home and participate as much. Then I think those dads have guilt. However, I think that if you're in the house every single day with a traditional mom and dad family, I don't think that the dad feels as much guilt as the mom does. If you want to go to dinner, the mom is sitting there going, oh my God, I got to make sure the sitter knows all this information. Like, I hope they're okay. We should check on them when we go to dinner. And that dad is going, let's get the hell out of here, and isn't thinking twice about it. And I just wonder why that guilt runs so heavy on the moms, So if that's what you're feeling, I want you to know that, like, you don't have to feel that way, that this is just a part of being a human being. This is not your only reason for existence. And while it's fulfilling and while it's meaningful and while it's probably the best feeling in the world, you are also an individual. You are also a person. You're a mom, and you need to be able to have that, like, allowance, like, you have to allow yourself to be able to do these things and say, hey, it's going to make me a better mom to get out there and have fun, get it, have a social life. I don't think that once a week, if you want a little time to yourself, and it doesn't even have to be a social life either. Like, I mean, if you're a very sociable person, then that might be your cup of tea. But even just saying, hey, so-and-so, would you mind taking your son's name, for the night. I just need a couple of hours where I can decompress. I can watch some TV, or I can get some stuff done without feeling like I've got someone else to take care of. Um, or go have fun, like you deserve that. The struggle is I don't get compassion from others. You saying this means so much. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I think you have to permission. I was saying allowance. Permission. That's the word I was looking for. You have to give yourself permission to get out there and do these things. And, as long as you know your kid is safe, as long as you know that they're in the right hands, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to do things for yourself every once in a while, It's why I want to go on these adventures and try to be outside as much as possible. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I feel like I'm yawning because you're tired, but like, life is demanding. It is demanding as fuck. So you've got people constantly pulling on your energy in all different directions. And the one area in life where you don't need to be feeling this way is motherhood. And you shouldn't feel this way. I wish that you had the support. I'm sending you lots of love, SB. I know that it was a hard day, but I'm hoping for many, many more better ones. And I think, and I hope as well, that at some point you find that partner that you're looking for, whether they come into your life with children already or one child, or, they come in just like a turnkey husband and stepdad ready to go and give you that support that you need and takes your kid on as their own. I think that you deserve that. I think you deserve to feel like you can lean on someone else and that like you don't have to do it all by yourself. You're welcome. Okay, so this is for Pisces. Yeah, I know. You want to be able to lean on someone. I know. I'm hoping for you that you find that. Good night, friends. All right. Pisces. What do the cards say about the move? What do the cards say about the move? Okay, so what they're saying is that if you want to move to California, that is up to you. That is your free will, and that they support the idea. sometimes in life we have to do things and experience things for ourselves, and we can't always listen to other people. And I feel like you know your lifestyle the best outside of the expenses that come with living in California, because there's a lot of places that are jacked up. As long as you live within your means or below your means as much as you can, and if you have like a really nice nest egg, I don't see why you can't go and experience this. Keeping in mind that things might be drastically distant or different than what you expect them to be, hopefully in a good way, but also on the same side of that token, if things are becoming to be like mounting up to be too much of a financial obligation, then definitely reconsider it before you get too out of your depth. Um, maybe move there with a roommate or something at first. Maybe someone who's local, someone that can kind of really like immerse you, I guess, and get you acclimated with living in California. Maybe you don't have to have as much of the financial responsibility until you can really figure out how much it's going to cost. I think that the people telling you that it's expensive, they are not lying. I think that they're really trying to look out for you. And anybody that I know that ever moved to California has moved out. My mom, my aunt, my brother. I lived there well, I was born there. I didn't have a choice, but I moved from California. Um, and I do have some family out there. I have a lot of people in like LA specifically, like a lot of family people who have been in the business of like TV, commercial, celebrity, etc. And I feel like it's definitely a lifestyle change. It's not just let me go somewhere with a pretty view. I think that you're immersing yourself in a culture. You are having to get acclimated with the way and the lifestyle that people live out there. And if you don't do that, then you kind of feel like you're on the outside. So you might feel more inclined, especially if you get influenced easily, to want to do the things that everyone else is doing. And that could get to be pretty expensive. So I think you just have to get really real with yourself and figure out, is it just the view that I'm looking for? You know, because I could get that anywhere. It doesn't have to be California. Or is it California specifically that's calling to you? And I think that you just have to take all of these things into consideration. And if you feel like, yeah, I think I can really like handle it out there. And as a matter of fact, not only handle it, but I think I could thrive. And regardless, I want the experience because I'm feeling very called to this place and it's something that I want to do. I think you should do it. I do. I think everybody needs to have these experiences. But just keeping in mind, Pisces, you probably will not live there forever. Most people don't. But I still think that it's nice to have that experience. And if you can, take a little bit of that money if you haven't visited there yet and go visit there. Go get an Airbnb for a week or two and see what it's like living in LA. See like firsthand what it's like. And if you have done that already and you're like, yeah, it's great. I love it. I want to be here. Then go there because I have the chariot, and this is talking about like stay the course, be focused, do that thing if you're determined to do it. I feel like you're getting the green light overall. I just think that you need to be certain in this decision and don't let other people influence you. It's one thing to take other people into consideration and hear someone else out, but ultimately it's your choice at the end of the day. So I think as long as you feel like you're setting yourself up appropriately, you are really thinking things through, you are budgeting, you are, thinking about, things like, can you carry your job over to California or do you want to leave your job? How quickly can you find one in California? How long could you live on your savings before things start getting really scary? Is there ways that I can cut corners living there, like with a roommate, or not commuting to and from work? Can I get a remote job and save a little money on gas and time and all of that? Like, as long as you're thinking through all of these things, and you can take your career. So now you're going to know what your paycheck is going to be like. And you don't have to worry about it. So I think do it. I really do. I think go for it. As long as you've thought these things through and it feels right to you, I don't see why not. You know, I really don't. You're welcome. All right. If there's anyone else that wants to donate before I sign off on for the night, speak now or forever hold your peace. Apparently, I'm stuttering over my words. I want to thank you guys for all the likes tonight. I want to thank you guys for the support this evening. Just a reminder, I will not be back for 2 weeks. Leaving for a vacation. I probably will be pretty quiet on Instagram as well while I'm gone, but you're more than welcome to stay tuned in case there's anything I randomly happen to post. But this is the last live stream of the night / couple of weeks. I'll miss you all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening until I see you guys again. If anybody is wanting to donate, let me know right this second because I am going to be signing off. Hey Pisces, I hope you have a great evening. All right, it looks like that's it. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your night and next couple of weeks, and I will see you when I come back. Bye, everyone.